Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Tom, and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and I'm here with Harold Del Carrillo. Harold, thank you for joining us today.
How are you, Dale? Thank you for having me.
Very nice to see you here in the studios. Harold will be with us all day long and going through the game with us and breaking it down. Harold played for Dazzle La Fe, and we're going to talk a lot about the Dazzle La Fe team. Also an 8-goal polo player, so this should be a lot of fun. Remember, every Sunday we have one of our professional players that is playing in the World Polo League for the Triple Crown of Polo. And all the tournaments we've had, as Jan-Erik Frank is live at the studio, at the stadium today. And we are going to take you out to the Grand Champions Polo Club field number 2. And here they are right here as we get ready to go ahead and announce the teams that are going to be playing today. And they're lined up right there in front. As you can see, that is the stadium. So if you do come to the games live, you can be out there in field 1. Here you go, Casablanca. And that's going to be Grant Gansey playing the number 1 on 3 goals. Playing the number 2, Tamacho Pierres on 6 goals. And playing the number 3, Barto Casanola, one of our 10-goal players. And playing the number 4 for Casablanca today will be Jesse Bray. We call him all day Jesse Bray. And they have been a very strong team this season, winning 2 of the tournaments. And now, though, they're going against Globalport. And playing the number 1 from the Philippines is going to be Mikey Romero. Playing the number 2 will be Paulito Pierres on 10 goals. Mikey is playing on an A-rated, and playing the number 3, we have Sapo Cassette on 10 goals, and playing the number 4 will be Facundo Obregon. 2 26-goal teams going at it today, and our 2 mounted officials will be Esteban Ferrari and Gaston Dorniak. Our third man and IRO third man at the field today will be Steve Lane. And Harold, we got some of the horses here. We're going to be going through some of the horses. You said you'd be helping me out a little bit. Tell me, who do you got playing here for the 2 teams, their first chucker horses?
So Mickey is starting on Bengala with Jasmina as a spare. Polito is in Polillo Galápagos with Dulcinea as a spare. Sapo will be in Mercedena with Buendia as a spare, and Facundo starting on Peloncha. That's for the first chucker.
Beautiful. And what do we got over there for Casablanca?
And Casablanca, we have Grant starting on Irenita Ingenua, and El Jebel as a spare. You have Barto in Chalo Netflix and Yatay Rolling Stone. Tomacho in Open Silenciosa and Open Efectiva as a spare. And at the back, Jesse Bray in Gata with Mecha TNT as a spare.
Beautiful. And, the horse list, the horses, are everything these days. And do you have your own breeding operation or anything, or do you have a name for your breeding out?
I don't have a name, but I have my breed together with my father back in La Pampa.
Okay,
so
very cool. Justo, actually, we were just talking about that. We were reminiscing. As I'm looking at you after all the years that I knew Justo for so many years. And also, Harold Duckety also is Bracey, the nephew of Juan Bellini, director of operations. We were talking about that. So the familia in the casa, as we would say. So here we go as we're going to get this one underway. Remember, 2 26-goal teams today, and we'll try to keep you filled in on all the horses. And thank you very much, Harold, on going through those horses with us because they do change them a lot. And Harold's going to try to help me keep it organized on when they do change a little bit more. As he said, look at this shot right here. First shot on goal. Wow. It's going to be picked out of the bowl in my casa, but what a goal here by Camacho Pierres. What do you think you got here, Harold? This is amazing. Now, what a next shot.
So that was a great turning play by Grant, and then, bueno, I think it was Polito that stopped it in the air. And it was,
well done.
As if not, it was going straight. And it was going to be a goal by Grant. You know, nice goal by Camacho.
Yeah, kind of interesting there, though, with him, where he grabbed it from. Almost Polito, I don't know if he was reaching behind his back or anything, but good eye there, Harold. And what a save by Polito, because you said that ball was going in the goal. Here we go on the bowling. We are going to switch directions. Remember, for any of you new viewers today, that's what we do in the game of polo. We switch directions after every goal for the same sun, wind, field advantage. We have our first whistle. That ball's going to pop forward. Then Jesse Bray goes for it. And then we have the whistle right there.
I think Jesse changed a bit the line when he hit it on the near side. And that's why Sapo got the line from the back. And Grant just went over a bit.
I agree with you. They got Granty coming across. So that little change of the line. We talk a lot, Harold, about that quick line change, you know, where it changes just a little bit. It can be a little difficult for something. It's a good call by the Mount officials. It'll be a penalty 5A. And here comes Globalport. Remember, Globalport in the green and white jerseys today. Casablanca in the dark jerseys. Back shot from Pierres. He's going to find Bray. They come together right there now with Obregon. And Facundo will turn around and leave it for Sapo. Sapo now. And they come together right there on a ride-off. So we're going to get a replay here on this ride-off. Let's check it out. It gets turned around by Facundo Obregon right here. Jesse comes flying through. Then they pick it up right there. Ooh, and they catch him. Looks like a little late.
Say it was a bit in the back, no?
Yeah.
Back on the horse.
You got it. So uneven ride-off will be the call. And it looks like they're going to goal there. So I think on the uneven ride-off, they're probably going to bring this ball in for a penalty 2 or 3. And we'll see exactly where they place it.
I think it was a 2.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You got it, Harold. It's going to be a 2. So remember, we are going to use the Kersey change today. So they'll be changing the horses halfway through. Here comes Sapo Cassette with the open goal 30-yarder. And right on time. So that'll be a nice goal there by Sapo from the penalty line. That has been one of your strengths this year, Harold. You've been hitting the ball very well on your penalty shots. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, you've been very, very strong. And I usually take the long ones, too, though. You usually take the 60s. And you take a lot of the short ones, too, or you mix that up?
No, I mix up. It depends. I'm open to hitting them all.
Hit whatever you want.
Sometimes you have a better hitter on the team.
Yeah, whatever works for the team, huh?
Whatever's best.
And a lot of the players that we've had in here, Harold, have said the same things. Whoever, they line it up, and whoever feeling the best, go ahead and goes for it. Here we go. Back to the action with about 4:40 on the clock. Picked up here and met by Jesse Bray. Jesse trying to get away from Sapo. Sapo gets by and then drives the big neck shot across the board. It'll be picked up here by Barto. Barto's actually first touch here of the first chucker. Been a little quiet here early. Castagnoli going to put that ball on the field and turned around here by Camacho. Stolen away, though, by Sapo. Looked like a nice ride-off there. Very clean ride-off. Now they hit this one's forward. He was on the near side, so Jesse's going to fire one back. But it'll be Obregon to pick up for Globalport. Loose ball play picked up by Polito. Piedras now. He'll slow it down, checking his shoulder. And now the give and go. Polito looking for Sapo. Sapo's going to shoot from about 80 yards out. Wow, what a goal right here. That is a beautiful give and go. Polito to Sapo.
So amazing play by Polito there, waiting for Sapo to go through, and then, bueno, Sapo with that amazing shot, no?
Yeah, unbelievable. They've been one thing about this team. They do very well. They do use the leapfrog, where the 2-10 goalers kind of go 1, 2, and I think that's going to take us to our courtesy change. And there's a great shot from our end zone camera there. And as you said, when Harold was talking about the horses and he was saying who their spare was, usually most of the players will jump on the second horse. Yeah, so, and that's, now you're seeing them get on their horses now for the new group. And, well, there's a lot of different, I've been talking to a lot of the professional players about how they put, the first name is the breeding name. Yeah. Like Iranita.
Iranita.
And
Open is another.
Yeah, and I believe Iranita is McDonough, right?
The McDonough family.
Yeah, that's Pablo McDonough. And Open is
from the Pires.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So we'll go through some of it for you. And then,
you have Polisha there. That is kind of similar to Polito. And that's from Polito.
Okay.
Pires over there.
Very cool. Yeah, Dan, anything you see like that today, please point out for us, Harold, because these are very interesting facts for a lot of the viewers. And because usually here, when we have the Satarita being operation, of course, and they Peledo Mochitos is Mariano Aguirre,
yeah.
Right? Yeah,
exactly.
So it's kind of cool putting the names with the players. Okay, looks like we got everybody back to the center. And this ball's going to go all the way through the backside. And here's that give and go, Harold, we were talking about, but good defense now by Casanola. Grant Ganzi will pick this one up. Whoa, and here comes Sapo at full speed. And no flag, I guess no whistle on the play. Looked like we had malice in here. Let's take a look at this one. As they go forward. Nice ride off there by Grant. And you don't get a good look at it there on the drone. But maybe we'll get a good look at it here on our end zone camera. And that ball, yeah, it kind of popped out to the side a little bit, huh? It looked like it went off the horse's leg or no?
Yeah, but I think Sapo was quick enough, no?
Yeah,
to get on that line
yeah,
before.
no, I agree. I think if it was going more straight up and down, that no, but I think it was a good non-call. So here we go. Big hit down the center. Sapo's going to pick up his third goal here in the first chucker. Nice play here by Facundo Obregon, who's done a great job here on the Globalport team. Turned around by Barto. Casanola. Big hit here by Barto. He might be going for the goal. Yeah, he is. Just off to the left side. But another big hitter. As I was talking to Harold here, he's you're actually one of our biggest hitters this year in the World Polo League, Harold, believe it or not, whether you believe it or not. I know you're a very humble guy, but you've been hitting the ball amazing. And like I said, you hit one that went the distance for the 2-point conversion, but it was just a little wide when you hit it. So remember, there is the 2-point conversion involved in. Oh, we're gonna trigger this shot, so you can take a look on your pad there. We're gonna trigger. Remember, the triggers are when the umpires can use the cameras to check and see if a goal was scored, such as this trigger. When the ball goes out of bounds at the end of the field on the sidelines, anytime two-legged athletes or 2 to 4-legged athletes come together on a very hard play, where they might not be sure on who created the danger, to check and see for any unsportsmanlike conduct. And they can also check we have the umpire trigger, where if the umpires disagree on a call, which would be a third man call, then we send it to our IRO, Steve Lane, and we give him the opportunity to use all of the cameras. And when we say that, we mean the end zone cameras, the middle camera in the middle, and the drone. And after looking at that from all of our angles, they're going to say no goal. So 133 on the clock. And it's going to click down. And here comes Globalport. Nice shot here by, well, we got it dialed in here. And that's going to be Sapo and Polito. Nobody home, so Grant Gansey will take his time here. Mikey Romero, our new sponsors here for the World Polo League. They're playing in the 12 goal and in the World Polo League in the high goal, having a great time. It's been fun having Mikey. Loves his polo. He's played polo all over the world. And actually, he's done so much for the polo in the Philippines. And just been a great sportsman and a fun player to watch play the game. Big shot right here by Facundo, but didn't get everything he wanted there. They leave it for Bray, and Jesse will back it up. And Paulito's all by himself with about 30 seconds left. Ooh, that's a nice little move. Very quick here by Paulito Pierres. Now trying to make this one. Oh, Paulito. Oh. Que golazo. Amazing. Wow, Harold, what a way to finish the chucker.
Super goal by Paulito. Cheeky play over here.
I love that little play he did with the back shot, and he turned onto it. And then he just drives it home perfectly, and there you go. So 4-1 after one. And we're going to go ahead and send everybody in for some fresh ponies. And we'll be right back here for our second chucker, 2023 World Polo League Triple Crown of Polo.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them.
We back.
And you get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
Yeah.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. If you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history. And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz with Harold Del Carrillo. Harold, let's go through the horses here that they're playing in the first half of the second chukker.
So you have Globalport starting Miguel Romero on Tota, Polito on Machitos Firestone. You have Sapo on NASA and Facundo Obregón on Sapphire.
Okay, and then what do we got here for Casablanca?
For Grant, you've got Open Divina. For Barto, you have Borren Rapera. Tomachos on Open Copia, and Jesse is starting on Tardecita.
Beautiful, beautiful. And we're also going to bring you those horses when they do switch, because as we said, they will be using the courtesy change. So most players are using 2 horses per chukker. And look at this. Barto's going to come right out in the second chukker and starting to score a very quick goal.
It's a nice pass by Jesse there, leaving Barto alone.
And this looks like a nice mare, too, as Barto seemed to have no problem running by over here on Boron
rapera.
Yeah, Rapella, very, very nice. Look at this. Comes in there, takes her time, checks down perfectly for him, and a great finish. Well, if you're just joining us here, Harold De Carrillo, he is playing for the Dazzle La Fe team, and they're actually 2-1. So they're actually already in the semifinals. So we're very happy to have Harold here at the in the studios. And today, though, we have Globalport, though, in the green and white. If you're just joining us, Mikey, Romero, Polito Pierres, Sapo Cassette, Facundo Obregon. And then we have Casablanca in the dark jerseys. And that's going to be Grant Ganzi, Tamacho Pierres, Barto Castanola, and Jesse Bray. And at the moment, it's 4-2. They're both 26-goal teams. And this is... Well, it's a true quarterfinal. The winner will move on to the semifinals. So here they go, and they are going to play. The winner of this will end up playing against Team
Audi,
Team
right?
Audi. Yeah, there you go. So
Tough team.
two tough teams, huh? Actually, all four teams I think are going to be very tough. Harold. You know, you got your team. We got Dazzle's actually they're going to play against Pampa Norte Biotricity, which you and I talked about. But tough team.
Say, no, they're all tough teams. The games are ending by 1 or 2 and overtime as Pampa Norte beat, I think, Globalport, was it, no?
Yeah,
Last
you
game.
said it. Very close games.
Very close game.
Very close play, Harold. Been a very competitive 2023 here for our 5th season in the World Polo League. And you've been a big part of it, man. It's been fun to have you here. I was telling Harold, it's been great watching him play. And we just have some spectacular players and the best horses, sponsors in the world playing here on the best fields. And away we go with the action here in the second chukker as Tamacho Pierres is going to break loose and get looking for Casanola. Well done, Barto. Slows down in between two players. But Sapo, he'll slow it down. Now he gets backed up by Tamacho. Loose ball play. Grant Ganzi, good D, but well done by Facundo Obregon. And now you have the horse race. Who's got the power? Into the corner, Sapo goes. And loose it out, and loose ball play. Turned around by Barto. Nice shot here by Casanola looking for Jesse Bray. Jesse in a bit of a sword fight there. But Barto on the move. Casanola coming through. Stays out in front of Obregon. Barto check his shoulder one time. Here's the approach shot. Casanola look for the deep neck shot. Casanola. Ooh, maybe just a little bit too tight there. Tough shot, though.
Nice. A nice play by Grant in defense, going all over Sapo on the other way.
You got it, keeping the pressure on him, huh? So here we go. Get on their next string here. Who do we got coming in here? Harold, they have...
There you have Mickey getting on Cautiva as a spare. Polito is on Machitos Charrua. You have Sapo on Piki, and I think Facundo is getting on Easter Fox.
All right.
And on the other side is Grant getting on Girl Power. You have Barto on Polo Gran Carruso. Then you have Tomacho on Cruella Devil, or Devil, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Rose for Jesse Bray.
And there you go. So, horsepower is everything. And, you know, I mean, we'd see, like, when you get on your best horse, what's the feeling? I mean, does it change your game, Harold, when you...
I think your confidence gets a bit higher.
Right.
And you're open to do more plays than on some of the other horses, right?
Sure. 100%. And also maybe some horses are different, huh? Maybe you have one that's very handy and then another one that's very fast.
For sure.
So you might change your game a little bit. But we'll talk about the courtesy change a little bit. I'd love to get your thoughts on that. But let's get back to the action here as we have a lot of pole to be played here because we're in our second chukker play, and it's 3 minutes left here in our second chukker. Pretty much a defensive battle here at 4-2. Casa came in, scored one early. Good play here by Camacho Pierres. And Camacho backed up cleanly by Globalport. Take it forward now by Jesse. He's going to sneak that one by Polito. Now the big ball. Ooh, and he breaks the head off his mallet. And I don't know if that ball's going to stay on the field, but Jesse's going to have time now to get a new mallet. So give him a few seconds. And look, the skies are a little dark out there. We're getting a little bit of weather coming in here to southern Florida. But I think we're going to be all right for today's game. So we will let you know. We'll keep you advised on that. And here we go. So everybody back on the field. Jesse should have had time to grab a new mallet. And here comes a knock-in. Wow, Facundo's going to run by or try to get out of the reach of Camacho. Out of the air nicely by Obregon. Barto. Check his shoulder one time. Now Barto looking for Camacho to the inside. Good read here by Facundo. Obregon. He'll back that one straight up and down. Polito comes back. Now Polito. Pierres with Sapo in the rumble seat. Polito, oh, that's a beautiful play right here by Polito Pierres. Oh, now he leaves it for Mikey. Well done, Mikey. Oh, and what a great play by Polito at the beginning and Mikey helping him up.
Amazing skills by Polito over there. You see them. And then you see Mickey giving a super pass.
Yeah, great how Mikey stays right in there, and he just that little putter shot. Arrow means so much right there. Look at the get it back to Polito.
That's so precise, but it was
perfect. Not too hard. Put it in the right place, like you said, a very precise shot. And man, that first play, Polito, wow, almost looked like he was going to take that one and finish it himself. Now, from a standstill, Facundo, and picked up again by Barto. Looking for Grant. He's got him. Grant Ganzi, double G, on the move here on girl power. He's going to slap a slide, take his time and try to run the corner on her. She's very fast, Black Bear. Wow, good clean open back shot by Facundo, but well read here and taken by Camacho. Sapo, though. He'll get control. Cassette. Sapo on Picky. Trying to keep that one going. And they come running down here, and we get a whistle on the play. So look like this ball is going to go, and we might run out of time. Yeah, that's going to go ahead and end our second chukker. We will let the umpires work that one out. And when we return, it'll be our third chukker of play. And we'll help the Harold Del Carrillo. And I'm Dale Schwetz, and we'll be right back for our third chukker of the 2023 World Polo League Triple Crown of Polo.
We're here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm where the PTF Polo ASSN Junior Tournament is being held for the first time ever at this location. And I mean, could you get a more beautiful venue? Probably not. The tournament includes players of all ages, starting with the youngest at just 2 years old and the oldest at 20 years old. So you've got all ages, all skill levels, and a whole lot of fun. Let's go check it out.
It reminds me of my days when I was in that position playing the kids tournament, and for us it meant the world. So I'm very happy to be here supporting my son and other kids as well, because I think they really enjoy this, and for them it's even more important than for us probably playing the 26 or the 22.
Well, that's a wrap on the PTF Polo ASSN Juniors Tournament at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So much incredible talent coming up through the ranks. The future is certainly bright for the sport of polo. Now, for more information on the PTF, head to polotraining.org. And of course, head to Chucker TV for all of our awesome content, including full game broadcasts.
Okay, welcome back to our third Chucker play. We're going to watch this play at the end of the second Chucker. So let's keep an eye on this play right here. Here comes the ball, down the field. And if you don't watch, it's going to kind of change across a little bit that angle. See that angle right there that the number 3 was on? And then you have one of the green players riding underneath. So we have a right-of-way violation on the play. Remember, the right-of-way is what we call, 80% of the time. And look at this, on the move. And, Harold, this might be a good time to talk about the horses. Because what a horse here that...
Let's start with Casablanca team then.
The Barto was on.
So you have Grant on Colt M4. Barto is Nelita, the gray mare.
Unbelievable. She was awesome. Nelita.
Nice run over there. Then you have Jesse on Piojo and Tomacho on Open Copallena.
All right.
And then on the other side, you have Mickey Romero on Isolda. Polito on Polilla Carisma, Penal for Sapo, and Minnie Mouse for Facundo Obregón.
Beautiful. And here we go. Third Chucker action once again. And this has been back and forth. Both teams seem to still, trying to figure it out, trying to figure each team out, get a good play to figure out the defense and how they're battling. Globalport using the give and go very well from all their players, all 4 players working well. And you can see right here, you have Obregón wearing the 4 but running through. And Casa also switching it up really well. So looks like this one was probably right down to the end. Remember, true quarterfinal winner will play Audi in the semifinals. As Dazzle Lafay will play against the Pampa Norte Biotricity. And what we did there is we had 2 brackets of 4. The 2 best teams in each bracket moved on. Number 1 played number 2 in the cross bracket. Here you go, Grant Gansey, and he's on a flyer. She gets out in front there as Grant, she's looking good on Colt M4, and she can motor. So she gets them out in front. They get it down in there. Now, look at Sapo trying to work this around. A little battle going on here between the 2 10-goalers. Barto and Sapo. This looks like fun. Now they come together. Oh, and Barto's going to sneak away from everybody. And once again, look at this. Once, twice. Ooh, just tough on the cut shot. And he gets backed out of there cleanly by Sapo, and here comes Polito and Polito. It looks like the chestnut mare here can run pretty well.
Carisma, yeah.
Unbelievable, man. Charisma. And she's solid, but look at Jesse Brace. He shuts her down. Good defense. And he's going to find Barto all by himself. Barto Castanola right in front of goal. Oh. And, yeah, he gets through there, and they just get stuck, and he has 2 goals with 30 goals together right there, working it out.
That was a tough one, yeah. Pero bueno.
Yeah, tough.
He had the patience to let Polito go over the ball, and then...
Yeah, I wasn't sure, Harold, if he needed to give him a play here. I didn't know if he was blocking him or not, so I wasn't sure if Polito could hook him right there.
I think Polito...
And actually would have been high, huh?
No, and he knew that he was going to foul.
Yes, he's let it go.
Sapo went a bit over
who we got coming out now, Harold? We looks like they're switching horses now for the third Chucker.
Yeah, Solidaria for Mickey. You have Alotano for Polito. Canberra for Sapo. And I think Yosemite for Facundo.
Okie dokie. And who else we got then coming?
On the other side, you have Grant on Irenita Williams. Barto, I think, in Laguari Radióloga. Chicho for Jesse Bray. And Absolute iPod. Puerto
Okay,
Macho.
so there we go. Keep an eye on these beautiful four-legged athletes. What do you think about the currency change? How do you feel about that? I mean, do you enjoy having it? Because do you guys use the currency change? Are you starting to use it in Argentina?
Say you do, and I think it's good for the horses, for the welfare of the horses.
Sure.
Say I think, and it gives you time for everybody, to go change, and it's not that you're benefiting somebody or the other one. It's
No, I
equal for
agree.
everybody. So
I agree with what you're saying there. It evens the field to give everyone a chance to change.
Yeah.
You know, you guys that are very, very, very athletic and young, and sometimes also gives sponsors sometimes a change.
For sure.
Some that don't some that change a little slower or like to use the mounting block. Some people like to. Most players go from horse to horse, but I do agree with you, Harold. The welfare of the horses is the main factor, and that's what's very good about it too. Always keeps horses healthy, no injuries. All right, across the field we go, and yeah, it looks like Grant is going to jump on here and catch Sapo coming across here. Let's take a look at this one. That ball is going to be coming across the field.
So, and it looks like Grant got the line from Jesse's backhand. So,
And
Sapo
now
just went
remember,
with a bit of an
both
angle.
we are using the challenge system, and remember, both teams receive one challenge per half, and so they can challenge any call. They can also challenge the ball placement. And this ball was a right-of-way violation, and it was moved to the center. Both teams at this moment still have their challenges.
Now Casablanca can go for the two-pointer.
There you
Right?
go. As he said, they can go for the two-pointer. And here you go. Barto's big hitter himself. He can go for it here. So let's see if Barto goes for it. Well, he's going to go for the tap first. And now down the center, and that's a nice pass. But well done by Facundo. Clean play. Backed up nicely by Polito. Barto will open that one up into the corner, looking for Jesse. Now Bray. In a bit of a little sword fight. He's going to win that one, though, and across the center. Oh, and this ball's got eyes. Look at this pass. Oh, Jesse Bray.
Amazing.
Okay, golazo Jesse. What a shot by Jesse. And, man, he just took that one right underneath in front of everybody, and no problem at all. Put that one perfectly. And back to center we go, and that'll get the equalizer. So 5-5. Now they're going to win this bowling, too. Here, Samacho comes over. Looks like he was going to go for the ride-off, and then went for the ball. Turned around, but it's going to be Barto. Casano's going to try to sneak by everybody. He almost gets by. Now Tamacho's going to fire one down. Oh, who's got the power to get there? Grant's going to go for it, but it looks like Facundo has time. Overgone. He'll get there. Slow it down. Now it's going to be Sapo.
So, and both teams are really well placed in defense because we've seen the goals are from long distance.
Yeah.
It's difficult to go through them.
Yeah, we're noticing that in this league. Sometimes every time you get inside the 60, the defense is so tough, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's shooting. And like I said, we've only had a couple goals, but everything has been from pretty far out as they bring it in. And here's Facundo again. And look at that. Well, yeah, right on, Harold. You said it. Both teams are choosing. And we've noticed a lot in here, Harold. I was even going to ask you that. If you didn't think that was a better play to shoot more, because all the teams have been so strong, so tough, sometimes it's tough to get inside the 60 and score.
Of course. I think if you have a clear shot to goal, or for example, I always take the shot.
Sure.
There maybe you have, I don't know, Sapo, Polito, guys that are really talented with a small tapping.
Right.
That they feel more confident to go.
They like to do that, but
they can do that, not me.
Here we go. These are their halftime stats here. Let's take a look at them. So 6-5. There's our score. We knew we got that. And shots on goal, very, very even. 8-7. Knock-ins. Casablanca has we have one knock-in, and then 3 by Globalport. So Casa's missed a goal a few more times. Throw-ins, they are winning the bowl-ins, and very even on the fouls committed. Look at that, very clean game.
Open, not much fouls.
You said it, and only one scored. Everything else was like a penalty 5. So the teams are going to actually not take a halftime. So we're going to have a very quick half, and we're going to be right back. So I'll be right back with Harold Del Carrillo, and we'll be right back for the second half of the World Polo League Tropicana Polo.
We're here at Santa Rita Polo Farm cooking an Argentine-inspired fire meal for the Ganzi family. We have a 4-course meal tonight, and everybody will be tasting the food that we cook on the fire. We're here in Wellington at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. It's a beautiful place that we've come for several years. We love cooking here. The combination of our fire cooking with the table set next to the barn and to the horses just creates a beautiful atmosphere, and we love coming here and creating experiences every year. I think anybody that is new to these events is going to be very shocked right when they walk in, not only because of the grill setup or the fire cooking, but just the whole walk into this barn, you know, with the horses eating right next to you, and then the tables are set with candles. I just think the whole atmosphere around this place is beautiful and very shocking. With the menu, we always try to, bring new things to the dinners, new items. Obviously, we try to source everything that's in season and try to do our best to keep the menu changing and flowing. I'm Augustine Malman, and welcome to my chef's table at Santa Rita Polo Farm.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and I'm here today with Harold Del Carrillo, who is playing for the Dazzle Lafay team. And once again, Harold, thank you very much for being with us today in the CTV studios.
That's a pleasure.
Well, great game. We were talking horsepower, and I was talking to Harold about his horses. And tell me which one of you were just telling me about a couple of your ones that you really liked, but that maybe the fans should keep an eye on when you get ready to play in your semifinal.
There's a bay mare that's called Ensenada Samba.
Okay.
That she's from the breed, actually from the team that I play back in Argentina in the Open.
Right.
They have a big breed back in Argentina, and I brought it this year. And she's doing really good for me.
Yeah, I told you, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was telling Harold Ball Fair that I really enjoyed his string of horses. And to put together a good string, it's not the easiest thing to do. So, for all the players, it's everything. Horsepower, horsepower, horsepower. These two teams right here.
And it never ends.
Huh?
It never ends.
It never ends. It never ends. I agree. I agree, Harold. Let's talk about the Ford Chucker here. Who we got coming in for some of the players here?
You have Cookie for Mickey Romero. You have Polilla Galapagos. Now you are going to see some of the horses from the first Chuckers coming back again.
Oh, okay, yeah. We just see the ones they played in because of the courtesy change.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And Polito already played in half of the first. Then you have Sapo on Caritas and Facundo on Soltera.
Beautiful.
And for Grant, you'll have Lupo. For Barto, you have Open Salfina.
Mm-hmm.
For Jesse, you'll have Acosta. And then for Tomacho, you'll have Open Pluton.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, and thanks for pointing that out there, Harold, about the horses that are coming back, because that's what's really interesting about the courtesy change. Even though you can change your horses at any time on the polo field, and that is a legal play. We call it the NASCAR change because most of the Americans, do you know NASCAR? Where they drive, you know how they all can change all their. So we use that term a little bit. And we have a lot of new viewers that are always tuning into the game of polo daily. And but with the courtesy change, like Harold was saying, you have the opportunity now, and we're going to be seeing some of the top horses come back again here for the second half, as they might have played a half of a chukker, or they might even have played a bit more. Here's a play coming right across the field, and this should be a pretty easy one to see here on the right-of-way violation. And we're going to see this ball as it's coming across the field like this. And then you got a player going like that. And that's going to show you why they call that foul there. Remember the right-of-way? It is called 80% of the time on the field. It's no different than driving down a highway. When you enter on the highway from right to left, you must not impede the cars on the highway. And just pretend like the polo ball is the highway. And whatever direction the ball is rolling, that's the direction the highway is going. And all the polo players on the field, they must not impede the other players on the field. And so right here, I guess we're talking ball placement. Okay.
So when you were saying about the courtesy change, actually sometimes when they come back again in the last checkers, the horses are actually even better, in a better form, you know?
Yeah,
they changed the air, they played a little bit, and they usually come better.
Very good point, Errol. That, you know, they get warmed up a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. So we had that play there, and then you're not allowed to hit the ball after the whistle. So we had a player hit the ball after the whistle, and so instead of the ball being from the center, they're going to move the ball down to the 60. So you will get a penalty for. And opportunity here for Sapo Cassette. Oh, just wide. And today he wants you want all these penalties. You know how important they are today, or any game. Just off to the side, though. That'll keep it at 6-5. Yeah, that's a very good point. I would think even maybe some of the horses, like you said, you might even have some horses that play probably better.
Say for sure.
And you know what I mean? That definitely come in that are one of them. I know when I was playing that I had some horses that would look at this. Sapo is going to bust loose here on the dark bay, and he leaves it on the field, but he's going to come back for it. And right here, on the fourth.
Yeah, Sapo and Caritas.
Caritas. And what a nice mare.
Super handy. Do you see there how he stops?
Yeah. Well, she had the run for him, and then she slammed down and stopped for him right there. But you know what? I love it about all you guys, you top players. And when I say that, everybody, well, the handicap system, 80% of the people that buy a handicap are 2 goals or less. So, and when you have so many top players in the World Polo League at 26-goal level, you see plays like this. A player might miss a penalty shot, then he comes back and makes a huge play to make up for it. It seems like they become Superman again. Here you go, on the move with the 2-goal lead. Let's see if they can keep it going, Globalport. Casablanca, there you go. Nice hook in there by Ganzi. Backed up cleanly by Sapo. Oh, Facundo is going to get around. And that ball goes just out of bounds. So it looked like he had enough time there on the turn as he
I think there was a distance, no?
Yeah, a lot of distance. I think enough time, especially in this league. They've been trying to stay very consistent. I also work, Harold, with the umpires. So I sit in, we review a lot of tape and talk about a lot. We also have the ability to tag plays here in the studio that we might need to watch. Our polo manager, umpire manager, Steve Lane, who's working as our IRO third man today.
Yeah, the good thing is they're allowing to play. They're allowing the ball to move, so that makes it fun for everybody, for the players and for the viewers as well.
I agree. Yeah, well said. Makes it more spectator friendly. And as long as you can stay consistent, then the players
Unsafe.
the players love it. So that's what we work on. Try to have the consistency. You see the drone right there flying right there behind from our center camera and chasing them down into the corner. Nice play here by Sapo. Cassette. Ooh, bounces off Pony. Then gets kicked. And then he comes back across the center looking for Polito. Good defense here by Tamacho. Pierres. Now Tamacho trying to get out of there. Sapo gets a piece of it. Now picked up by Casanola, and everybody just grinding it out. Romero's going to spin around in there, Mikey, and there's going to be Pierres to get this ball moving as we click down around 3 minutes. Nice ball by Tamacho. Jesse Bray now. He's going to run the turn. Jesse. And keep it moving down the far corner. Bray. Back to Barto. And I want to go across the center. Jesse on Acosta, she looked like she very, all the horses they brought out here for the Ford. Mikey, Romero making a move down now. Grant's going to get a piece of it. And it gets taken here by Sapo. Looks like they went for a courtesy change or called a courtesy change and looked like Paulito and Facundo, they had already left the field. So they're going to go ahead and what we use the term, Harold, here, pull the trigger. And that means when a team has control of the ball and it's in neutral territory, then you can go ahead and stop the game and allow the courtesy change and do a fair play bowling.
So because you see that all the horses were quite tired. There was no fouls. That means that they kept on running and running. That's why I think Polito and Facundo went to change.
100%. You said it, buddy. That's the main idea about it. And, I'll go through, and we've done this, we go through it a lot, but, Harold, we have 3 races. You probably know those 3 races. We have the Preakness Stakes, the Kentucky Derby, and we have the Belmont Stakes. Okay. And in 1973, the record was set for all those races by a horse named Secretariat.
That's the movie.
Do you know the horse? Right. So, in the Preakness, they set the record at 1 minute and 53 seconds. And that was a mile 3/16. Kentucky Derby it was a minute 59, and it was a mile and a quarter. The Belmont is a mile and a half, and she set the record at 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So if you think, as a courtesy change, works very well. About 3.5, 4 minutes, perfect timing. So it's a great. It's added so much to the game, as you said, and I love the way you explained it also today as a professional player playing the game. And we have everyone in the polo world has been embracing it around the world. All right, everybody back quickly here, and look at this. A nice play by Tamacho to get this ball inside, but good defense there by Facundo Obregon. Turned around by Sapo. He's going to take his time here. He's going to regroup a little bit. Miss hit. Tamacho, that one bounces off a pony. Jesse Bray almost steals it. Now it gets taken forward by Tamacho. By Sapo, Sapo. Looking for Mikey. Romero gets a piece of it. They turn the corner, and it's going to be picked up and taken now by Barto. Remember, everybody on fresh ponies here. They're going to get going back to the inside. And Jesse Bray gets a hold of that one. And there's Tamacho. Pierres, that ball's got eyes. Tamacho, just off to the side. And who do we switch on to here? We had them switch on to some horses.
Sí, you have Mickey Romero Bengala, Sapo Gorón Palometa, Polito Gorón Corona, and then I think Facundo Gorón Vizcacha.
Okay,
and
perfect.
For Casablanca, you have Grant getting on Sorprendido. There we can see Tomacho, he's on Open Jujeña. Then Jesse Bray is in Cautiva, and Barto on Open Nueva Rica.
Beautiful. And so he said, and he got that courtesy change so quickly, keeping it up here at 7-5. And here's a big ball by Barto looking for Jesse. And now it'll be picked up and taken forward by Grant. Grant going to hit this one, and will it stay on the field? No. And, I haven't seen, Harold, today I haven't seen as many plays with Jesse Bray running through, with the number 4. That's something because you run through a lot when you play.
I think it depends on the system the team has.
Okay.
I think Casablanca has a really good system in the way they rotate, and when Barto stays at the back, we've seen Grant staying at the back a lot.
You got it.
So I think it depends on now. I think Jesse will stay a bit in back and let Tomacho and Barto and Grant go a bit forward, right?
You got it. So we'll talk more about that when we return. Stay with us as we will be back for our Fit Chucker play.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready for our Fit Chucker play. A good shot of Facundo Obregon. And if you're just joining us, I'm Dale Schretz with Aero Del Carrillo today here in the CTV studios. And, well, this has been a tight one. And the Globalport team taking a 2-point lead here in the Fort Chucker. And, well, just one unanswered goal, actually, one by Sapo. And, so just been very tough defensive plays today because both low scoring game for these two teams. And like Harold and I were talking about, all the games have been very, very tight when it comes to the scoring. Be it that there's a lot of goals scored or they keep or below 10 goals. They've still been very, very tight. And so we'll see who's going to work this one out. Remember, a very important game. Winner will face off against Audi in the semifinals of the 2023 World Polo League Triple Crown of Polo. Here comes Jesse Bray. Grant going to try to move it forward. Nice little pickup here, Grant. Ooh, it bounced off a pony. Tries to steal that one away. Taken inside by Sapo. Sapo will turn it back to the inside. And looking for a sword fight there with Grant. Outlet pass, going to find Polito. And Polito's going to hammer one, and that ball's going to go just off to the left. And looks like Barto changed up some horses here. And I guess he's going to look good. He's going to play.
There you can see now what we've been talking about. He's getting on Chalo Netflix again. That you can see that he played it already in the first.
Right.
You see them coming all over again in this
I see what you're
two last
saying.
chuckers. And then you'll have Grant on open Ráfaga, Tomacho on, I think, for sure is Open Silenciosa coming back again.
Right, perfect.
And then Cocla for Jesse.
Right on. And what about the other side here?
With Globalport, you'll have Miguel Romero on Jasmina, Polito on Cala, and he'll have Machitos Firestone as a spare that he already played in the second.
Yeah.
You have Copada with Mercedena for Sapo and as a spare that he already played in the first. And then you have Golondrina for
yeah,
Facundo.
very, very, very interesting. Well done, Arrow. It's great seeing how they're mixing them up and bringing them back and forth. So gives you a good idea. Oh yeah, Grant Gansey now out in front, looking to take this one in as he slams on the brakes. Is it going to stay on the field? It does stay on the field. Mikey Romero gets back. Well done, Mikey, just to get there and to try to keep a wall up in front of Grant. But now it's going to be Barto. Working the magic. Look for the near side neck shot. Doesn't get the ball shot he wants as he gets taken forward. Sapo's going to leave it for Polito. And it looks like at the moment, like all 8 players are just moving down the field with each other. A lot of riding off, a lot of bumping and picking by each team today to give the other player an opportunity to be free. Oh, that's a nice little pass. Polito to Sapo. And you can see right there Facundo working very hard with Jesse Bray. That'll give Sapo an opportunity, and he's going to launch one here. Well, that ball, that might carry. And Grant is going to have time. Well done. Gansey takes his time. Double G. He's going to find Barto. Great composure there by the young player. Jesse gets a piece of it. Little pump fake here by Barto. Now he's going to have to use it. He uses it perfectly. Nice little pass right to Camacho Piedras all by himself right here. Now looking for Grant Gansey. He puts Mikey on his hip. Grant gets a piece of it. Ball, look at Jesse Bray right in front of goal. Jesse Bray. Oh, Jesse Bray. So the 1-2 combination from Grant to Jesse.
So yeah, and you could see in that play that everybody touched the ball. Grant started it all the way back when he recovered the ball, and he ended up giving the pass for.
Yes, sir. Very good point, Arrow. Actually started, like you said, everyone did touch the ball. Started with Barto to over Tomacho to
Grant, and then Jesse.
Yeah, well done. Good point.
Nice teamwork.
And that's good teamwork there. And Barto, I mean, he literally just kept that just out in front. So what's going on here now? They're switching horses up now. I know they're going to be switching all kinds of horses. This is the fit chucker. Second half of the fit chucker.
So now Miggy is getting on Compinche. Polito is getting on Machito Firestone, that we already saw it in the second, as we just said.
Uh-huh.
Sapo is getting on Mercedena, that he already played in the first.
Right.
And then Sexy for Facundo.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of that. A lot of the ones they play in the first or second are coming back in the fifth and sixth, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what you guys try to do too? Or you just try to figure out, mix up on different ways, different?
Yeah, because usually you try to start on the good ones.
Yeah.
So you get more confident and start playing better, and then you'll need them at the end because as you can see, the game is only by one.
Yeah.
They're gonna need the horsepower.
Yeah, they're gonna need a good point. Very good point. But also what you said, because most of the players I've had that have sat here in the studio, Harold, have also talked about the confidence. They get on a horse that you're confident on.
I think it's everything.
Yeah, it could be the size, the speed, it could be all kinds of different things based on what type of player you are, so. But they all said one that makes you feel confident.
100%. Totally agree with them.
Yeah, you want to start well, right? Oh, I understand. Here we go. Everybody gets out there. Everyone's ready to go. You got the adrenaline pumping, So it could be a little tough. All right, here we go. Very tight game, as Harold was mentioning there. We got some good four-legged athletes on the field right now. And let's see who can use them. All right, back shot coming. Casa scored the last goal to bring it within one. Camacho Piedras will work it down the far left side, and that's a pretty ball here by Camacho Piedras. Wow, he hit that one a good 100 yards. And that ball's just going to go just a little wide to the right. It looked like everyone's been scoring goals all day. The only chucker we had where our team didn't score was in the fourth chucker, Casablanca.
So, and mostly our goals, play goals, no? There hasn't been many.
Very good
many
point.
Penalty shots.
Only 2 on penalty shots. Actually only 1 by a penalty shot, Harold. The penalty 2 at the beginning of the game. And that was it. So, here we go. And also, just Sapo had a penalty 4, and it went wide. But a very clean game for as much speed, and there's been a lot of contact, a lot of riding other players off. But it's been very clean, very open. Big ball here by Polito Pierres. And, wow, this one might go on its own. Polito looking for Mikey Romero. Backed out of there by Casanola. And it'll be Grant Gansey. Well done, Grant. Nice pickup here. Uses the birds perfectly. Going to try to keep it moving down the field. Backed up by Facundo. Taken forward by Sapo. Sapo. Look at Jesse Bray. Almost gets a steal there. Now Sapo Cassette. Going to take it around the corner. Oh, good ride off. But Jesse's a very big, strong guy. And that can be tough. And they're going to go ahead and slow it back down. Polito. Now you're in your final 30 seconds as they come together here. There's the back shot. Who's going to jump on this one? Oh, here comes Camacho, and we might get one more run here. Pierres. Ooh, who's going forward? He's got Barto. Oh, that's a nice play by Facundo. Oh, Facundo out of the air. Grant out of the air. Backed up cleanly again by Sapo. And Polito's going to get one more shot, and I think you might run out of time here. Yeah, that's going to go ahead and run out the time. So, wow, what a chucker. We're going to go ahead and send everybody off, and we will return. You don't want to miss this 6th and final chucker. What a game. Who's going to move on to the semifinals? Stay with us. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports. Okay, here we go. 6 chucker. I'm Dale Schwetz with Harold De Carrillo. And, of course, Harold getting ready for his semifinal as his team is 2-1. Harold, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yep. And Audi's going to play against Quaidon Z, but win or lose, they'll go first. You're going to go second. And on the other side, of course, we have Pampa Norte Biotricity, their first place. So you're going to play against them. And whoever wins this one will be second place to play against Audi. And Casablanca is going to come out and get the equalizer very early here in the 6th chucker. And Camacho Pierres, just good passing. Looks like they opened it up. And if they change up on any horses here, or it looks like there's been a few open here where they left them blank. Where I think sometimes they want to wait to see who they're going to play. Huh?
Exactly, and they just bring the ones that they played at the beginning.
Yeah, they will play at the beginning. So they mix them up very well. So now it's all about scoring goals. And here comes Facundo. Facundo will hit this one down. Picked up. Taken forward. Stopped by Sapo. Cassette's going to sneak away from everybody here. And pick one up here. And this Sapo here, this chestnut. Is this a new? This is a different one though.
Different one, yeah. It's called Lluvia.
Lluvia, yeah, and also he played NASA early,
exactly.
So we might see her again. But yeah, but it's just one here he gets a lot done on. Seems very fast, this horse. And Sapo's going to get me between two players and get that go-ahead goal right here. Put them back ahead by one. Now, remember, both teams also still have challenges here. So if needed, but as we said, it's been such a clean game, no one's needed it. Now, here he comes again, and he's going to get out in front. And that ball will go just wide to the right. And also, we've been seeing, I've been seeing, Harold, I think you guys also, a lot of players will be coming in on a horse and then even changing before the courtesy change and then changing at the courtesy change and then changing again after they do the courtesy change.
So it happens a lot. Sometimes you might even change 3 times in the same checker.
Sure.
Or even one of those checkers that you see that there's no many fouls, that you just run.
Run.
It's just better to change and then bring her back again.
Yeah, good point.
Get the mare to breathe a bit.
There's been some there's been a lot of games here in the World Polo League. We talk about where we say the umpire's got to pull the trigger and just stop the game. Look at this. Sapo's going to steal it away here, and then they come together, and then he's going to get the whistle, and so he's getting a lot done on this mare. Now we are going to go to the courtesy change.
So I think Jesse there, he tried to pull back, but that mare from Sapo.
It looks like Randy's going to get back on Girl Power. And she's a good one. She's very fast. A lot of power. As I said, Sapo. Well, it shows you the horsepower. You got a lot done on that mare. It looks like Polito. Changing up here.
Getting on Alotano.
Yeah.
Over there.
What's GT?
GT is from the Tanoida breed. It's
From
Gonzalo
Sonora.
Tanoida.
Oh, Gonzalo Sonora. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Gonzalo Sonora, GT.
And actually, I have a gray mare over here.
Yeah.
That's from the same breed.
Yeah, that's
GT
cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I know Gonzalo from way back in the day, when I was just a little dude. Polito's going to go ahead and, ooh, wow. Oh.
That was lucky.
Ooh. The Polo gods are blessing them. That was close. But that's a goal. A goal is a goal. Well done, Polito. And so they're on a run right here with Polito going again. And now Sapo. And they're going to catch one down at the far end. And wow, they have opened this one up here and turning on the heat, as you can say, Harold. They are men on fire. Coming out super hot right here. And as we said,
and it's the first time in the game that there's a difference of 3, no?
That's it. First time that they've been up, yeah. And like you said, just getting out, just getting a few breaks. The one was the foul, which, that just happens. And so it looks like we are going to go to the courtesy change now. So that's something I also see a lot, Errol, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I see a lot of times when you get around that 3.5 minutes, I see players really try to, get a big run or use a lot of their horse because they know that they're going to be able to get off.
Yeah, for sure. I say. And knowing that you're gonna get off at the 3, so you just try to take everything you have out of it.
Yeah, because if she gets tired, you're going to be able to get off right away. So to try to make us some really hard plays or a lot of hard runs, and I love that about the courtesy change. I talked to your father. I talked to Juan. Bellini about that a lot because we played a lot together. We would love to have the courtesy change back in the day, especially our style of polo. We played a lot of hit and run polo. Juan was such a big hitter when he was 8 goals.
Yeah.
Very big hitter. And it's great to see all the different dynamics. There's so much that goes into the game on how you actually plan your game, and I really appreciate all your professional knowledge today. Here we go. On the play, they need to get it going here, but there's 3 minutes left, and this game is far from over. With 3:23 on the board, these teams can score 3 goals in 2 minutes if they want to. Now, Barto trying to figure out a way to get through here. There's a shot on goal. Oh, and just wide to the right, but a nice attempt.
See, and another thing about the courtesy change is that it makes it safer for the players as well, because you're never on a tired horse. The tired horse can either in a big bump or whatever can fall, can have an accident. No?
But my best mare back in the day, and she's the only horse that I ever got hurt. Believe it or not, ever had where I had an injury.
Yeah.
That was very big damage that happened because her being tired.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I believe in it a lot. Just took a bad step, And everything, that's when it happened. So that's truly a golden statement. You can stay with it. Here we go. Polito. He's going to go ahead and work this one around, and I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him keep the ball a little bit here, just because they might be able to work the clock a little bit more. Polito. Look for the shot. Barto turns it back up and says, let's go the other way with the guys. Very clean move there, but they need to move quickly. Barto's going to hammer one down, looking for Graham or Jesse. They come together there. Jesse moves it forward. Backed up cleanly by Sapo. And I'm not sure if that hit somebody. And we'll see here. They stopped the clock. But he had the back shot of Sapo. I'm not sure if that went off a player arrow or not. Did you have anything on your replay there? Arrow has the opportunity to check the replay out, as along with our IRO third man, Steve Lane.
That's it. I'm not seeing much.
Okay, so where was an issue there where they had an issue with one of the four-legged athletes, so they're taking a timeout for one of the four-legged athletes.
So I think Mickey went to change
for safety, exactly.
Or Mickey or Polito. I think Polito was there.
Yeah, which same thing. Anything like that on attack timeout, and they're going to allow him to change that horse. And they just didn't realize it until they had spun around, so the ball's in neutral territory. And, here it is right here. And, yeah.
Over there, you see Polito asking for time, yeah.
Yeah, bad luck. Yep. They kind of went to hit that ball. Looked like maybe his mallet kind of caught it there. So they will go ahead and they're going to go with a fair play bowling, as it was in possession of Globalport. And, oh, wow, well done, Grant. Out of the air, double G. And you get a whistle on that, just coming across from left to right.
So I think Grant brought it down from the air and got the line before Mickey.
Yeah, and you can see how he changes it this way, and then you have Mike coming in like that. So a good play there by Grant Gansey to All right, here comes Jesse Bray. Turned around now by Grant Gansey. And it's going to be now taken on, controlled by Sapo. Good pickup here by Mikey Romero. Mikey. Working back to the inside. Hooked by Jesse, and the time's going to click at 1 minute left here. Polito put this one off the field. The clock goes tick, tick, tick. That's going to be a bit of work now, as I'll probably be able to hold on with 3 goals. And they'll knock this one in. And you're going to get one more run here by Grant on girl power.
And I think we've got our other 4th semifinalist, right?
And there you go. You said it. As you can say, is the stage is set. We use those terms here at CTV Sports. Heroes, this stage is set. And we're going to see one more run from Barto maybe as the clock's going to tick down here. But that's going to go ahead and put Globalport in at a 2-1 record. Casa will come in as a 1-2 record. Great job here by our mounted officials. And Gaston Dorniak and Esteban Ferrari. Here's our final match stats. 10-7. Pretty even on the shots. Makes sense. Global with a few more. 3 shots there. Knock-ins. Look at that. Both teams missing the goal. The same amount. And that's probably where you get your difference on the 3 goals of 10-7. So on throw-ins, very even. Fouls, not many. 5 and 3. That's a very clean game, Iro. You don't mind
100%.
that.
And only 2 penalties shot.
Yep.
So.
Only 2 penalties scored. So the other ones are all penalty 5s. They were 2 30-yarders. There were a couple misses. But once again, well, I want to thank Harold Del Carrillo.
No, thank you.
My brother, thank you for being here. What a great job. And thank you so much. You learned a lot more about the horses. And remember, as the stage is set here, as Harold Del Carrillo playing here with Dazzle Lefay, which they have David Ferracci, and they play with Louis Devilex. They split the team, and they play with Robbie Bilbao. You said it's injured. You're going to probably play with Lucas, or do you not know yet?
No, we don't know. But I think Robbie played the first 2 games. Lucas subbed for him the other day.
Okay.
And now I think probably Robbie will play and Louis as well.
Okay, cool. So we'll see what happens there. But it's going to be one of those players with, of course, Nick, the dynamic duo. And they're going to go up against Pampa Norte Biotricity. And that's going to be with Casa Sadiq, Pedrito, Falabella, Facundo Yoza, and Gringo Columbres, who's been filling in for Magula Prida. On the other side, Audi still has 1 game to play against Quite on Z, but it doesn't matter if they win or lose that game. And they are going to go up against Globalport, which you just watched, with Mikey Romero, Polito Pierres, Sapo Cassette, and Facundo Obergan. So once again, I want to thank you, Harold Del Carrillo.
Been a pleasure.
And I'm Dale Schwetz. And stay with us as we are going to go to a little break. And then we are going to go out to Jan Erik Frank for our trophy presentation. So once again, thank you for tuning in tonight for CTV Sports.
Welcome back. Once again, everybody around the world watching on CTV Sports. We're coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 2. You've tuned in just at the right time to watch the players making their way up onto the podium for the prize presentation. Globalport and Casablanca. And once again, we are very happy and delighted to have Alexa Celine, who is going to be assisting us with the prize presentation. And if Alexa, if you'd like to take center stage, thank you very much. Now, before we start proceedings, everybody here at Grand Champions Polo Club, please, if you would, put your hands together for what has been one hell of a tremendous game here at Grand Champions Polo Club, the featured game of the week. And we're going to start off with the WPL, the World Polo League's best playing pony of this featured game. And if we could have a round of applause and ask her to be brought forward. There she is, the mare called Juvia. She was ridden and is owned by Sapo Cassette. He played her in the 6th Chukka, and she wins the award of best playing pony of this game. So congratulations, Sapo. And what a good-looking mare she is. Not used to all this attention. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Juvia. And congratulations to Sapo Cassette. There they are. Look at that. She will be very, very happy. Now then, thank you very much. Yes, hold on to your little kids there. So she will be taken home. Let's get you back up onto the podium, please, Sapo. And as I said, delighted to have Alexis Celine to assist us here with the prize presentation. We always start with the runners-up, ladies and gentlemen. Casablanca, what a great performance by those 4 boys. And let's start by asking the young man with the name Grant Gansey to step forward, and a round of applause for Double G, Grant Gansey. Well done, the ambassador for Casablanca. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Tomacho Pierres. Put your hands together for Tomacho. And then the first of those 3 10-goalers up on that podium. Put your hands together for Barto Castagnola. And at number 4, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, you know who I mean, Mr. Jesse Bray. Well done, Jesse Bray. And now over to the winners. And with this win, as I said, they qualify for the semi-finals on Wednesday. Globalport, let's have a round of applause from the man from Manila, the Philippines, Mikey Ramiro. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the second of our 3 10-goalers. Give it up for Mr. Polito Pierres. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, there is only one, Sapo Cassette. Please step forward, Sapo Cassette. There he is. And a man who's had one hell of a great day here at Grand Champions Polo Club, playing off 6 goals. Give it up for Facundo Obregon. Now then, the next award that we have to give is that of the MVP, the most valuable player of this game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it'll come as no surprise to you that that award goes to Polito Pierres, the Tengola. Well, then take a seat, Tengola Pierres. Take a seat. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now, before we bid you farewell, we'd like to also once again congratulate and what a great job they've been doing to our 2 umpires. Please step forward, Gaston Dorignac and Esteban Ferrari. Well done, boys. Well done, gentlemen. And if we could ask Casablanca to exit stage left. Thank you very much for a final photograph here for the world's media and the world's press of Globalport. Once again, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mikey Romero, Polito Pierres, Sapo Cassette, and Facundo Obregon. winning this so important game to make it through to the semi-finals on Wednesday. A chance for me to remind you that, of course, the action continues tomorrow here on CTV Sports and, of course, at Grand Champions Polo Club. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Audi will be taking on Quite on Z. And from everybody here at Grand Champions Polo Club and at CTV Sports, we wish you a very happy Sunday, Easter, and we give it back to you, Dale, in the studio over at CTV Sports.
All right, welcome back to CTV. We are live here at Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 2. We got some wheelie polo action. We got the team in the white and blue. Let's see, we got, when I say your name, put your mallet in the air. Jose, put your mallet in the air. Your mallet. Next up, we got Patrick. There he is. And Fran. On the other side, we got Dimas, Antonio, and Artemio. And here we go. Steve, get out the field. And here we go. Ball's in play. We're off and working. Here we go. It's going to be Fran. Fran Spinacci working his way down the field here. Fran Spinacci fires one down the field here, looking to get a point on the board early here. Ooh, bad luck. He's going to miscue on that one. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. After the wheelie match, we will have an Easter egg hunt. And I have, on good authority, we have a special guest who's going to make an appearance here. Back in action here, Artemio and Fran going head-to-head. And coming back down. This is going to be Artemio. Gets it stolen out of there. And coming in is going to be Jose. Jose gets his pocket picked there now by Antonio. Antonio Aghetti. Antonio sends this one wide of the goal mouth. We're going to have the ball brought back into the playing surface. They're fighting for it. Guys, get back into the playing surface over here. And back into the playing surface we go. Here comes Fran Spinacci. Francisco Spinacci working his way all the way down here. Losing the handle. It's going to be Artemio now. Artemio picks this one up. Trying to keep this one under control. Where's he going to go with it? Artemio keeping this one going. He's got Antonio downfield. Fran Spinacci, though, coming in with the steal. Fran Spinacci. Got a little bit of rain coming in. I think we're only going to do 2 truckers of this wheelie polo match. The rain is starting to come. We have an Easter egg hunt to get to. So, keeping this one going all the way down the field. This is going to be Antonio. And that's going to be a goal there for White. Look at that. It's already on the board. Magic fingers over there. And the team at Brew are going to bring this one back into play now. Back in action, though, we've got, this is going to be Antonio. Antonio again, he miscues, leaves it behind. Now Fran Spinacci picking up the play. Fran leaves that one behind. Here comes Artemio. Artemio trying to get this one down to the goal mouth. And another point goes on the board for White. We switch directions after each chucker, similar to arena rules. And here we go. Oh, bad luck going to come off the mount of Patrick. And here we go. Pat with a nice little touch there. Miscues on the ball, though. And it's going to be sent further down the field here by Fran. Now, Jose gets a hold of this one. Look at this kid go. Working it all the way down the field here. Jose. Can he get this one done and get his team on the board? Oh, bad luck there. Just goes wide of the goal. And watch your ears, folks. Going to be a 30-second horn coming up here. And we got another ball here. And 30 seconds left to play here. We got one more chucker left to play after this match, or after this chucker's done. And then we got an Easter egg hunt, so get ready for that. We've got, keeping this one going, about 14 seconds left to play here in chucker number 1. And this is going to be Antonio Aghetti. Antonio miscues, leaves it behind, and almost dismounts. Fran, now Antonio. And the double horn. So bring it in, boys. Bring it in. right, so we do have a substitution here. We've got Alina coming in. I mean, it is her wheel. All right, so. Yeah, no, it's all good. All right, let's go. So, Elena subbing in here for the team in blue. She's going to be wearing her regular t-shirt here. That's all right. Timer ready? Trace? Man, away we go. Ball is on the ground. Off and working here. It's going to be Artemio. Artemio picking up the play. Little pump fake there. Now he's going to send this one up the field looking for his number 2. That, of course, is Antonio. And coming in with the steal, this is going to be Fran. Fran Spinacci. Has he hit it a little too far? Slows things down, slams on the brakes there. Nice little back shot across the face of the goal. Alina coming in, trying to get a touch on it, unable to find the bouncing ball. And now it's picked off. Ooh, also having trouble with the bouncing ball. A couple players override, and Artemio going to fire one down the field to Antonio. Showing us some fancy stick work here. Antonio, that was a little behind the back maneuver there. And sends this one down. Oh, bad luck there. Artemio couldn't quite find the handle on that bouncing ball. And here we go, Artemio coming back in. Fran with the steal. Nicely done there. And Antonio. And that's going to be a goal there for the team in white. Nicely done there. And continue action play here. And we got a couple of players coming in here on the ball. Coming up here. Ooh, little steal there. And coming back in. Left it behind. Ooh, look at this. Trying to get a hold of it. Oh, bad luck. Couldn't quite find it. A couple players fighting for it, making stabs at the ball. Here comes Fran. Fran. Just out of reach there. Now Artemio with possession. And Alina coming in. And it's going to be Artemio to fire this one down the field. Coming back up to the ball. Patrick coming in here. Patrick coming on the ball, getting a hold of it. One nicely done there, bud. And coming in, Patrick. Ooh, miscues on that one. Nice teamwork here. Good job there, bud. Patrick with the ball. Coming back in here. Look at this. Showing us how it's done. Beautiful shot down the field here by Patrick. And we got a dismount out there. He's already landed on his feet. Back on the wheel. Now we've got. Oh, look at that with the steal. Oh, man. Nicely done there. Patrick and Alina double teaming Artemio. Yeah, now it's going to be Antonio to come away with the ball. Antonio. Stolen momentarily. Here we go. And now it's going to be Artemio with 1 minute remaining here. Artemio and Antonio. Antonio and Artemio. And another point goes on the board here for the team in white. Nicely done. Nicely done there. Trying to keep this one going. And Fran trying to get this one. And look at that. Artemio going to fire this one down. And there's your 30-second horn. Less than 30 to play out here in this chukker. Keeping this one going. Out of the air, showing us some skills here. Fran Spinacci. Doing it. You're getting it done here. Now it's going to be Antonio. 10 seconds left to play here in our final chukker. And then we've got a special treat for you. We've got an Easter egg hunt, and I do have on good authority, we have a special guest coming to grace our presence. So congratulations to both of these teams. Put your hands together, folks. Good job, kids. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the mic down Thank you so much. If you would, kids, jerseys,